Hi, everybody. This is your friend Daniel Hutchins. Here on the channel, we are going to be talking about some stuff. We are going to be doing a Talks with Dan episode. Yes, a Talks with Dan episode. So sometimes, occasionally, on occasions, I do the Talks with Dan series, where I talk about different things. Sometimes the comic book universe. Other times, it's just my everyday life. But first, we're going to be talking about my rating of how I rate the first episode of the Moon Knight series of 2022. Okay, so you want to know how I rate the Moon Knight episode of this week. Okay, guys, so you're in for a treat because I'm going to tell you why I rated it the way I rated it. Okay, even though specifically on my Facebook I said I wasn't going to do an explanation, that's most just for privacy reasons. But since you guys are my faithful, loyal subscribers, you shall know. Okay, so how I rate the Moon Knight episode 1, 2022 on Disney Plus. Okay, so on my Facebook I said I give the Moon Knight rating episode 1 of 2022 on Disney Plus a 3 out of 5. Yes, a average 3 out of 5. Okay, so I say it's about average. The reason why I say it's average is because now most of you younger subscribers or most of you younger Marvel fans wouldn't really understand the whole origin of Moon Knight unless you actually asked your father or you asked your grandfather. It'd be like, hey, who is Moon Knight? You know, there's videos on that you can find, and sure enough, they can tell you much more than I can. But take for granted, guys, this is still the comic book universe, so I'm still talking about stuff the comic book universe. So don't get your panties in a bunch because there's going to be other things I'll also discuss in this Talks of Dan as well. Okay, so right now I'm also simultaneously also playing the Young Justice series on HBO Max, the season 4 of Phantoms of Young Justice. I'm actually on the episodes right now in season 4 Young Justice. Right now I'm on the part where they're in Atlantis. Yeah, they're in Atlantis right now. They had Aqualad and Aquaman. But yeah, I'm on those episodes right now. They're trying to seek out the Ocean Master, see what's up with the brother, brother Orm. That's where I'm at right now in Young Justice, in case y'all wanted to know what I'm simultaneously doing. But again, guys, yeah, only not only that, but also I most also wanted to talk about series or shows I want Mr. James Gunn to make after his Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Okay, so as you probably might have known or paid attention to some of my videos, you guys probably know Mr. James Gunn is probably going to be hanging up the Marvel titles and going to be going strictly over to Warner Brothers in DC after next year. Now, again, I have a couple ideas of series I want Mr. James Gunn to make because he's a really, very good acting director, and I feel like he has a lot of potential with Warner Brothers, more so than the aforementioned Zack Snyder. Because Zack Snyder, he's actually destroying the DC universe. Instead of building DC universe, Zack Snyder is basically tearing that universe apart. So James Gunn has some pretty good directorial convention type stuff. So I have a couple ideas of series I feel like you guys are probably familiar or have seen that you guys want to see him do. Okay, so series I want him to do, or you guys want him to do. Number one is Harley and Ivy series. Now, I talked about that a little bit on the YouTube channel. I have a video about that somewhere. You have to scroll down to near the middle somewhere or somewhere on my page. I referenced that already. Next is Gotham City Sirens. I touched base on that a little bit, but yes, I want them to do that too. There was in development where Warner Brothers was going to be doing the Gotham City Sirens, but again, it got scrapped. So I really, 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 really want to see Gotham City Sirens. I'm sure you guys do too. So again, let your thoughts about that below. Next, I want to see a King Shark series. Yes, I want to see a King Shark series. Because like I said, I think it would be really cool to see a King Shark series. No lie, because King Shark is a really, really, really cool character, especially in the 2021 Suicide Squad. I feel like he was the breakout role. I feel like he was one of the big breakout roles. King Shark. I talked about him a lot of different times, I think, last year. Again, also next on the list is a Polka Dot Man series. I want you guys to know that Polka Dot Man is also a really cool character I'd like to see on a show. Mr. James Gunn, if you have a possibility, can you please do a Polka Dot Man series? I'm just saying, if you do a Polka Dot Man series, I think it would be so cool. Explain like how his family became superheroes and how he was the last one. I want to see a story about that. I want to see a story about that, please. I'm begging you, Mr. Gunn. I'm bugging you. Next, I want to see a Captain Boomerang series. I want to see a Captain Boomerang series so fucking bad. Ever since I was about 17 or 18, I always had this freaking awesome big love for Captain Boomerang. He was one of my favorite fucking villains because, I like to see him in the Flash. I like to see him duel it out. I want to see him duke it out. I want to see Captain Boomerang and the Flash crossover, have a show together. I think that would be so cool. Again, I also talked about that possibility last year on the channel as well. Next, two things on the list. There's a Deadshot series. Again, I don't know if Will Smith's going to return or not. I don't know. I don't know. I talked about him slightly, but again, let me know your thoughts on if you know if Deadshot's going to return for Suicide Squad 3. Again, I don't know. If there is ideas or developments for Suicide Squad 3, I don't know. I honestly don't know at this point. I mean, you guys probably already know who's still alive and who's dead and stuff. You followed that last year. Again, with the Project Starfish and all that shit. But again, now the last part I want to see James Gunn do, again, most you guys want to see is a Bloodsport series. I want to see them do a Bloodsport series because Idris Elba, he is a really, really good guy. He's a really great actor. He has really good potential. He was a very, very good leader near the end of the battle with Starro. He executed the plan really well. Again, having Ratcatcher 2, Ratcatcher 2 kind of, help him out by, summoning the rats. Now, if you guys think number 8 spot, the number 8 series I want Mr. Gunn to make would be a Ratcatcher 2 series, I think that'd be so cool. Like, see her, like, how she grew up with Ratcatcher 1, like Ratcatcher, her father, and then Ratcatcher 2. If you see that as, like, a potential 8th seed or an 8th spot of a series I'd want Mr. Gunn to make, I feel like that would be a really, really, really fucking good idea. I really think, like, if you have Harley Ivy, Gotham City Sirens, King Shark, Polka Dot Man, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, Bloodsport, and Ratcatcher 2, if you make all 8 of those shows a possibility, or like a series or a movie, or please be a series. I'd rather have a series because with a series, you can just keep going back to it and back to it. Well, if a movie's just as solid. But I prefer if Mr. Gunn did like a whole bunch of series like those 8 I've mentioned, or you guys have probably had mentioned on previous different forums or different blogs or different web pages and shit. Again, guys, let me know your thoughts on what series you want Mr. James Gunn to make after Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, recently, I just talked about how Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is supposed to be the saddest Guardians of the Galaxy movie ever. It's going to be the saddest of the 3. Again, like I said, it's not the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy. There is potentially going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4. Somewhere, we don't know, maybe in the far, far future, we see Phase 5. In Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 5, there is this possibility that we'll see Nova. Nova, the superhuman rocket. Yes, Nova, the superhuman rocket. You know Nova. He was basically a superhero who was explored by the Nova Corps. He's supposed to be rumored to be possibly in Phase 5 and possibly go beyond and probably even form his own, be part of his own Guardians team, the next Guardians team, because the original Guardians team is going to either die or retire or hang up or their contract's going to end, etc., etc., etc. So again, guys, let me know your thoughts on also who you want in Guardians, the next Guardians team. Who do you want to see in the next Guardians of the Galaxy team? Not just the originals, because the originals are going to all be gone. They're going to be gone after 2023. Well, most of them anyway. Most of them are going to either hang up or leave Marvel Studios or possibly take hiatus or something. But again, guys, let me know who also you think should be in the second group of the Guardians team. Let me know, and please let me know, because I really, really want to do some more stuff about James Gunn. Hopefully talk about some more ideas and stuff later as the future gets brighter and brighter and brighter. I'm hoping that I'll definitely try to explore more of him and his projects and his news and his articles and awesome comic book projects sometime again on the channel. And again, I hope you guys had a great time. I'm doing pretty good. And again, you guys, I'm hoping you guys have a happy, awesome April Fool's Day, because after all, April Fool's Day is basically the origin of that. Basically, it's just a day for jokes. But again, if you're kind of like that, like joke type nature, and then again, you should probably check out my videos are random. Yes, my videos are random on the YouTube channel. On the videos are random, I talk about some other things. Usually it's like videos are random. I've done dirty jokes, sex jokes, limericks. I've done all sorts of other things. I also do other types of other series, exclusive series I do on channel. Again, that aren't necessarily just comic books. You can check those out. Again, scroll down my pages, explore, get a chance to kind of be like, okay, he also does this, he also does that. So you gotta get to know who I am as a person, as an individual, as a creator, as a YouTuber. So that way you can tell your friends and your friends' friends about how cool my channel is. Again, I really want to keep this channel alive, and I want to keep it going for years and years to come, so that hopefully by the time I'm like 40 or 50, I'll have like a ton of views, and hopefully I'll have followers, more followers by that point. But again, like I said, I'm still young. I'm only 24. So, I mean, 24 and a half, if you talk about the summer, I'll be 24 and a half. But basically, I'll be 25 in September, give or take. But again, guys, let me know your thoughts on the James Gunn projects. Let me know who you think should be in the next, who should be the next Suicide Squad spinoff. Who do you think would be in the next Guardians of the Galaxy team? And also, let me know how you would rate Moon Knight Episode 1. How would you rate Moon Knight Episode 1? Do you think Moon Knight will have a season 2? Do you think Moon Knight will be successful on Disney Plus? How many views do you think it will get? How many people do you think will follow Oscar Isaac into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Well, let me know your thoughts. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.